Hello folks, good evening. Welcome to this video on Techie Investor. Today, after coming back from the Labor Day weekend, we had a shock, right? All the indices have gone down, and some of them are beginning to question, is this a beginning of a downtrend, right? So that is what we wanted to discuss in this video, especially looking at the indexes, and then we look, and then we can see how we can position ourselves in this market. So having said that, first let me talk about the disclaimer. All the information presented in this video is for educational purposes only. You can use this information for your trading decisions, but you're solely responsible for your decisions. Okay. Having said that, and also I would highly appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button for this video. Basically, we are trying to provide as much information that could be valuable for you for your trading needs. Would appreciate if you can subscribe to our channel and provide us the feedback so that we can get the information that could be valuable to you. Having said that, let's look at some of the charts and see how the indices are positioned for tomorrow and for the rest of the week. Okay, here we go. First, let's look at SPY. Friday, I was mentioning that it was not able to cross the 554 area. How did I come with that? It's like a simple line here, folks. So I drew from this line to here and see where it was. So it was not able to cross this area. So it was like close below. So it was a little bit of a thing that it could go down. Okay. So that's what happened. But what happened is today the SPY closed below the conversion of the Ichimoku and it closed below the EMA 821 cloud. However, it closed above the Ichimoku cloud. So we are not completely bearish, but at the same time, we are not bullish. So what can we say from here where it could go? I've also drawn a Fibonacci here from here to here. It has gone to 75% retracement. So now, if you see here, what my gut feel is like, or from what I see the pattern here, it might go down to the 543.97 area, which is the 62.5% retracement. And then it would try to go to the 557 area. That's what I would think it will do. So we might see one more day of downtrend, but that doesn't mean it's the end of the thing. It could then go back another leg to the 537 area. This is where here it would be, or even to the 533 area, that kind of a thing. And then from there, we should see an uptrend to to the higher level, maybe to the 570 area. But let's keep our fingers crossed. But if you see on the weekly it is still bullish. It's above the EMA 821. So that there was a reason why it might have closed. So maybe we can have a little bit push from here, but I doubt it. I want to see a little bit down to the 62.5. So let's see what happens. The next one is QQQ. If you had seen my previous video, I was telling that QQQ was the weakest and IWM looks the strongest. And today, if you see at QQQ, it has formed a lower lows, right? You see here, this was a lower low here. And this was a big engulfing candle. And today was like a surprise. As soon as we came from the vacation, we saw this thing. If you look at here, it has gone this way, right? It has gone to the, it has trying to form the three-wave correction with the golden ratio. And where can we see it going next? The next stop would be 459.07. Before it could go to 465 and ultimately going down below 456. And the support below that is around 454.70. And if you look at that, that is also coinciding with the 50% retracement. You see this? That is also coinciding with the 50% retracement of the previous wave. So that's what I'm looking at. So from there, we should see a leg pulling up to 488 or 493 area. So, but now let's keep our fingers crossed. So let's not go for much further. We all know September is a very, very bad week for stocks. So this is what is going to happen. Before the third quarter earnings, this is what is happening. Okay. So be cautious on this and make sure that don't trade big, but look at the indices. It's better to trade the indices because that way you know where the market is heading, right? So definitely that's one of the things. And also, the other one which I wanted to talk about is IWM. IWM today, if you see on the weekly, it closed a little bit inside the EMA 821 cloud, but nothing to worry about. It's still not outside the cloud. But what I'm seeing here is, if I see here, it has reached a point of 1.5%. It went to 15 and this one. So where could it go now? The next leg is for this one, if it tries to bounce from here, it could go from, so we could see a bounce to again to this area, to 1882. That's where we started. But if it can get above that, then that's where the real move happens, right? So we are seeing that. So IWM can really move to 225, 228, even more, right? So basically, we are looking at a bigger move here. That's what I'm expecting. But it needs to cross this line at 219.25 before it gets there. So with the interest rates being cut and all those talk, IWM seems to be the best bet of the three. But definitely, it needs to cross this 219 area so that it can get back to the bullish stance, right? So, and that also would take it above the EMA 821 cloud on the weekly. So let's see where it is positioned. It's definitely forming a three-wave correction, and it might have a little bit of room downside here to 212.41. So today it closed around 212.91. So we might need a little bit push, and that could take it to the bottom. 212.10 is the next support. If it crosses that, we should see 209. But let's see. I think we should get a bounce from here, which is 212. So right from where? From 222, it went to 212. So you don't never know. We should see a bounce from 62.5 from 212 to at least 219 before, if it is not going down. Okay. So that's what I was thinking about. So this is the state of the indices, folks. Definitely not a good day to be long, but definitely not looking bad either. So let's see how it goes further. Okay. So that's what I wanted to share with you folks. So definitely position yourself for the uptrend, which might be happening in a day or two. This being a very short week, it's better to buy the options for next week and then position yourself. With that, that's what I wanted to share with you, and I'll catch you in the next one.